DNVR Avalanche podcast, New Year's Eve edition. Avs win over the San Jose Sharks, 3-1.
It wasn't that funny, the game.
It was kind of funny in the end. It wasn't this funny though. Crazy game. In a weird, not like the action was all over the place, just like statistically anomalies in this game. Avs double up the Shark and triple up the Sharks in shots, to be honest. I think it was 32-11 by the end of the game. Anyway, 60-second rundown. First period, Avs really did dominate the vast majority of it. They were like 15 minutes into the period and had given up one shot on goal. The Avs capitalized on their own power play to get that one goal. Mikko finally with a nice shot from his spot. Then the rest of the game, the Sharks continued to get very few shots on goal. Despite this, and despite the Avs dominating, the Avs struggled to actually put a puck in the back of the net. A lot of posts hit, a lot of missed shots. Eventually, the Sharks do get that equalizer on a power play of their own. Then the Avs just play their best hockey of the game somehow in the third period, despite playing the first two periods well. It takes far longer than it should have to break through, but they do eventually get what would be the game-winning goal from Val Nichuskin. Josh Manson adds an empty netter, and the Avs win the game. Sometimes it's just that simple. It did not feel that simple when you had 10 minutes left in the third period and it was 1-1, though. So, honk. Credit to the Avs. Oh, God. That sounded a lot like the sound effects, to be honest. You've got the gift.
Sorry, I'll stop.
Credit to the Avs for sticking with it through this game, or do you think the Avs need to do a better job of finishing and making their lives easier on themselves?
Oh, my good God. They need to do a better job.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever seen numbers like this before.
Yeah, they're outrageous. Eric?
I agree.
Okay. So, the win is great and all, but a little tougher than it had to be. All right.
I'm dying, man.
He's talking about horns. He's talking about everything. He's dying right now.
What?
Let's have this conversation, because the Avs ultimately do score a power play goal in this game.
Yeah.
Honestly, their power play for the most part looked pretty good to me, other than obviously putting the puck in the back of the net. AJ,
Which they did once.
Which they did do once.
Yeah.
You've kind of talked about it over the last handful of games. Too much seam pass?
I mean, the seam pass gets them their goal.
It does.
So it's really easy to be like, there's too much of this.
They also tried another 16 times.
Right,
Yeah.
but they also missed the net on a handful
Not wrong.
of really good scoring chances that are a result of that seam pass. So I think it's really easy to look at something like that and say, it's not happening. They should stop doing this because it's not resulting in a goal, but it did result in some scoring chances.
Okay.
Until they stop scoring, then we, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, fair enough.
and you don't want to take the creativity away from
The top
world
guys,
class
certainly.
elite
Yeah.
players, right? You know what I mean? Like, you can do all you want. You-
I'm just existing right now.
Oh, I love it. It's the salted caramel.
That's true.
No, I mean, we can complain all you want, but you're not going to stop those guys from trying to be creative, and that's why they are who they are. That's why they're some of the best players. The coaching staff can show them what they want to show them, but at the end of the day, ultimately, they're going to do what they want to do. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just like AJ tonight. He's
Keep
just
it
doing-
together.
But until they stop producing, then we can't really complain, right?
Yep.
You look like Sean Payton right now.
I got the visor on.
yeah.
Let's go. So, take it to the back end then. Georgiev, kind of a weird night for a guy. He faces 12 shots on goal, 11 shots on goal total.
Yeah, it's still disputed as to what that final number is.
11 or 12 shots on goal. He only gives up one. Good enough to win. Where do you categorize this game for Georgiev? Good, great, good enough. I don't think you can say that it was bad because I don't think it was.
No, if you say it's bad, you're really working hard.
Yeah.
Hey, you always say you play the game that's on the schedule, but you can only play the game that's in front of you.
True.
He didn't get much. One of them went in. I'm trying to remember how did it go in. Like, how was that?
Power play right in the middle. Glove
Yeah,
side.
it's hurdle by himself.
Yeah.
It's not even a great goal. It's not one that you feel great about. But if your goalie's only giving up one goal, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like he did what he had to do, and
Yeah.
believe it or not, you're sometimes more tired after a game like this because you're trying to busy yourself up during the game. Like again, we talk about those stretches all the time of 10, 15 minutes with no shots.
The Avs had
It
multiple
happened
of them
again
in this
tonight.
game.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was crazy. So yeah, I mean, he did what he had to do.
And I think one save better than the other guy.
Yep.
You're tied at 1-1 in the third period.
Yeah.
You're pretty deep into it. One save better than the other guy, and that's just what you're asking from Georgiev right now. Would you love for him to be a 920 goaltender like Connor Hellebuyck? Yeah, that would rule. But he's not Connor Hellebuyck. So
And the Avs have the puck compared to most teams in the league. Like they have the puck the whole game. That's just how they play. They're a puck possession team, so
And in this game,
it's rare that they give up a lot of shots. It's
this
rare.
game it was to an extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to take anything away from the Avs. We'll get into the underlying numbers in a second, but the San Jose Sharks are not good. That was not a team that was doing good things for the vast majority of this hockey game. Rough stuff.
Rough stuff.
Next phase of this. You know what? Actually, the game did get the 4 goals. I think there were still more posts than goals in this game, but it was close.
I think for the Avs it ended up 4-3.
Yeah, and the Sharks were 1-1.
Yeah.
So that's a thing that happened. Where do you draw the line on hitting the post as a skill issue or hitting the post as you got a little bit unlucky?
I don't think hitting a post is. I think what happens after you hit the post is luck.
Which direction it goes off.
Like whatever it's gonna do, you don't really know.
Sure.
But in this case, you're talking about the Avs are 6 collective inches from winning this game, like 6-1.
Yeah, it being a total blowout.
Yeah. So you're really, really, really close to completely dominating on the scoreboard. And the great part is that the bad thing didn't happen to them in this game, where everybody got tight. They could have when it got to 1-1.
Instead, they kept dominating. Yeah.
They just destroyed, and that ruled.
Yep. It was a great hockey. The worst period of the game, the Avs gave up 5 shots on goal in. That was their worst period.
It's pretty funny to think about.
I mean, think about it. Mikko Rantanen had 7 shots on net.
Yeah. Nearly
It's pretty
outshot
funny,
the Sharks
Tim.
by himself. Like,
Just one guy. Mikko had 7.
yep.
That's pretty crazy.
Not fair.
Yeah, so hold on.
Just pound the numbers. Let's just
So
see
take
what
Mac
they are.
then. Mac had a few
Did the
posts
Avs
on him.
top line have more shots on goal than the Sharks?
Probably.
I would say yes.
We know Val had at least 1.
Nichuskin had 4, MacKinnon had 3, Rantanen had 7.
So yes, they had 14.
Even if you still wanted to say Duran was on that top line, which I guess technically he was, he had 1, so that's 11.
So they tied at worst with the top line.
Yeah. The Sharks and Colorado's top line, 11 shots on goal in this game. What a joke, dude.
When they talk about a one-line team, I don't think that's what they meant.
I like that also the Avs shots on goal, they went 10, 11, and 12.
Just counting up.
Just get a little bit better. Just get a little bit better.
Did they? Yeah, they didn't crack 100 attempts, did they?
Ooh, I don't think so.
No, because the end was more like
Yeah.
They definitely didn't have 5-on-5. They
Yeah.
might have gotten close at all situations, but
86.
wow.
That-
That's
that
having
to-
the puck the whole game.
to 30 or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
30 exactly. It was 86 to 30 shot attempts tonight. Scoring chances, these are all situations still.
Yeah.
But 43 to 12. And hilariously, 11 to 7 in high danger chances. You still win that battle, but it's
Yep.
at least close.
One of them has to be close, I guess.
You talk about Colorado's top line, though, and on ice tonight. Again, I'm just going to use all situations just because it's the room that I'm in right now. It's no longer the room that I'm in right now. We're back. Nathan MacKinnon was on the ice for 46 shot attempts for and 4 against.
That's laughable.
Shots on goal. Again, all situations, so that counts power plays and stuff.
Yeah,
but 21 to
still,
1.
What the hell, man?
Expected goals was 1.98 against 0.2. Scoring chances was 23 to 2. And high danger chances was 5 to 2. So that's pretty much
all right.
like I said, I've never seen numbers like that before.
Well,
Even in
it's
all
because-
situations.
It's because the Avs took the Sharks lightly. That's why.
I like this voice.
Yeah, that's my like.
Is that the voice of God?
Yeah, it's the voice of God.
I like how we all have different troll voices.
even if you just wanted to switch it to even strength, MacKinnon on the ice for 29 shot attempts for and 4 against.
Wow.
13 to 1 shots on goal. 15 to 2 scoring chances. So like
They just dominated the game, man. Come on. There's nothing else to say.
it's complete and utter domination.
As it should.
Yeah, and even when you're looking at this Avalanche lineup going, you have no Ross Colton and no Arturi Lehkonen. Two guys, we'll say very generously, who are part of your top 9. Really, it's your second line center and
Yeah.
a second line wing for you.
Yep.
And you tore these guys apart. The Sharks are awful.
And
So, like,
I mean,
great.
let's be honest. It even showed. Miles Wood was not doing the job offensively tonight.
Miles Wood might be a top line guy in San Jose right now.
He might be.
Gad Zooks! It's bad, dude.
Salted caramel.
They're so awful.
All right. Well, let's keep going up and down the Avs lineup here. Sam Girard, his first game back,
Yes.
and the Avs give up literally 11 shots on goal. I know it's the Sharks. I get it. I understand they're a bad team. But you have to
Yeah.
feel pretty good about Sam Girard's return if that's the defensive
He
result.
did. I mean, he broke up a couple plays in the first just by skiing. That's what he does, right? It's
Yep.
not. We said it. Not sexy. It's not. But they're just big plays that coaches, teammates, organizations like. You know what I mean? Because when he wasn't there, you noticed that. You know what I mean? You
Yep.
noticed it. It's no offense to anybody else. No offense to Malinsky or anyone. But he's got a lot of experience now in the league. I mean, this looks awful.
No, you need to wear one on the other side.
Yeah, the double.
The double one? All right,
Yeah.
double horn. Sorry. AJ's thinking right now.
Just not going to say what I'm thinking.
Yeah. But anyway, you know what? And then you got to feel good for him. His arms are up in the air when Val scores. You know what I mean? Which is nice.
Well, he gets the third
you
assist
That's
on
what
that
I mean.
play,
You get to be
too.
on the ice. You get to celebrate with your team. A big play, the play of the game, right?
Yep.
He gets out of the game after the game. He's like, all right, mission accomplished. You know, it was my first game back, and believe it or not, he probably felt like a rookie again. You know what I mean? When you've been gone for 6 weeks, or you've been gone under the circumstances, you know, I'm sure he was proud of himself. I'm sure his teammates were proud of him. You know, again, I'm not sure who got, what is it that they give after a game, a puck or something? Is that what they do?
Yeah,
Or
the
just a
game puck or whatever it is. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not in there. We're not in there. We didn't see. I would say that he's the one that got it. You know what I mean? That you would think. You know what I mean? Like if you're,
I don't know,
smart
man.
enough.
Val was pretty good tonight.
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how good you are. You got to give it to him. You know, and then, you know what I mean? Just a little inspiration and you know all that stuff. So it was good to see him. It was fun to watch him. It was fun to have him back. And then this was probably the perfect game where you don't have to think too much defensively.
Yeah.
And read and you know what I mean, like too much. So it was a perfect game for him to get back in. No offense to the Sharks, but you know.
14 minutes at 5v5. The Sharks got 3 shots on goal when Sam Girard was on the ice.
There you go. So,
Not bad.
Guy was really, really, really good tonight too. You saw him early on in the first period, jumping into play, doing his thing, and that's where you're like, oh, they missed this guy.
Yep. It's just clear that they are so used to playing with a guy like that. At least the core of this team.
for sure.
I think it's pretty hard to even argue anyone had a bad night tonight on Colorado. There were things you didn't like. A lot of shots that probably should have at least hit the net. If you're really reaching, Curtis McDermott fell down twice on one shift.
Stop. He killed guys.
That's not even playing poorly. That's bringing joy to everybody through the form of hilarity.
Big brain.
Yeah, if you're not gonna be the smartest kid in the class, be the funniest.
There
He
you
was
go.
good. He was good.
He was fine. Like I had no problems with his game tonight, to be honest.
Same. But watching
Physical, got in there. It's all good.
him eat it twice on one shift was comical.
You guys.
But also, he did chase a puck twice. Chased a hit twice while a puck was going through his body. And one of those hits, he actually didn't hit anybody. He just jumped into the wall. And then I think he was just using it to boomerang, like to, change direction. Because he was like, I've fallen twice. I need help here. So
No. Leave him alone.
Is your horn broken?
no.
Okay. Well, if someone has broken your horn, call Bacchus and Schenker.
My horn is big, strong. Big, strong horn.
What time is it?
Go to the 2 number 222.
You want to blow on it?
Call the 2 number.
DNVR.
Go to Colorado lot. Someone get the bonk bat out. We need some bonks here. Bacchus and Schenker will have your back, though. If you've been in any situation where you've been hurt and you are not at fault, they will take care of you from start to finish. They'll give you a free consultation. If they take on your case, you pay them nothing up front. They don't get paid until you get paid, and they'll get you paid. They've won over $1 billion for their clients here in Colorado over the 25-plus years they've been doing it. They're very, very good at what they do. So give a call to Bacchus and Schenker today. Bacchus and Schenker wins. And then get on over with Bet365. Sign up with code DNVR365 right now. Put at least $10 in, and you will get $150 in bonus bets. And once you put the $10 in, take a screenshot of your account. Send that screenshot over to promo@thednvr.com, and we'll give you a coupon code for a free shirt at the DNVR locker. Make sure you do sign up with that DNVR365 code to get all of the bonuses, though. Do it with Bet365. Bet on the Avs to hit more posts than goals or something. That's not a bet you could actually make. But, bet on a Mikko goal. Bet on a Val to score into an empty net. Either way, go make your money with Bet365. Wait. You're also must be 21 or older, physically located in Colorado. And if you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call or text even 1-800-GAMBLER today. Second period of the DNVR Avalanche podcast. I just don't know that there's a ton to talk about in this game on the whole. The Avs completely dominated it and eventually got the goals and won.
Well, and knowing what's in our third segment, we can keep this pretty tight.
Exactly. I do want to touch on the lineup going forward. We kind of were already in the McDermott conversation. AJ, you've alluded to potentially the Avs running 11-7 here as they wait for Lecky to get healthy.
Guess not.
They didn't do it tonight.
Yeah.
Obviously, Sam Malinsky has been sent down. But is there opportunity for Caleb Jones there, or do you think that the Avs have made their decision at this point?
Yeah, I mean, Malinsky didn't help himself at the very end.
Yep.
He had 2 pretty poor showings in his last 2 games. And I think that made it easier, as when you're always living in the moment, right?
Sure.
But Girard was so good tonight that it's kind of like, what do I need him for?
Yeah.
Jack Johnson makes the play on the game-winning goal.
He does. It's
So,
Well,
I think this just might be it, man. Like,
all right.
when Ross Colton comes back in, Ben Myers is the one that gets the yank, and that's just it.
Do you just roll?
I don't know. Did the Avs? I mean, you guys would know way more than I would. Like, I've never paid attention, but did they play a lot of 11-7 last year or no? Like,
Yeah.
They played a pretty good amount.
To remember. I don't remember.
Yeah, they did.
I don't.
When
like
you're
it.
also 5 call-ups deep into your
Well,
lineup,
yeah,
like at some point it
that's
was
the
like,
thing. yeah.
well, what are we gonna do here?
I don't like it.
Get it together over there, man. Jeez.
God, I don't like it.
Some people.
I don't. I don't like 7D. If I'm a D, I wouldn't like it. And over the years, I've always talked to guys, and they're like, "Oh, I hate 7." You know, they don't want to say it, but they're like, "Oh, I hate 7." As a forward, I would love being 11. You know,
Get some
like we
extra
did a
shifts
lot.
in, yeah.
When I was playing, we did a lot of that. Like I said to you back then, it's easy. You get Sakic or Forsberg up the middle. It's like, hee-haw, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, nice.
You'd rather play with that guy, yeah.
Well, yeah. Woo, it's fun.
I hope
You know what
that's
I mean?
exactly what you said getting onto the ice.
Well, yeah. You're like, are you kidding me? You're at home.
Sounded
You're
like
playing
Mario.
against 5th, 6 Ds with those guys. It's like, oh my God. Like, maybe that's false thinking you're good afterwards.
Yeah.
You're like, oh God. But really, you're no good. But anyway, I don't like 7, but the Avs, like, you know, it's fine. I think Sammy proved tonight that he's fine. He's in good shape.
Yep.
And, sometimes you play that because there's an injury, potentially, a guy that's banged up, you're not sure, you know. I can see it. Again, we're watching highlights right there. I mean, this is the difference, you know. A guy like Sammy you can tell he's worked hard these last few weeks on the ice, obviously the last 10 days. Or
He
whatever
doesn't
it's
just
been.
look up to speed. He looks fresh.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. He just looks, he's rejuvenated, he's fresh. So I would just, lineup wise, like you were saying, I just stick to 60 and, you know.
Oh my God,
keep
Jared
going with
Bednar's
12
laughing during his presser.
I know, that's rare.
The
That's
second
rare.
most emotion he showed all year. And the other
Jesus,
one, he was
dude.
mad angry, so.
What game was that?
It's the 8-2 St. Louis game.
Yeah.
Oh,
right?
yeah, he
Yeah.
was PO'd.
Dude, I don't even blame Bednar. What can you do but like smile after this game and go, yeah, what?
I mean, this,
Like we crushed them in every possible facet of the game. It just took us 55 minutes to get the second goal.
and we just saw something like 2 minutes ago, and we were talking about AJ's horn or something, but there's a horn right there on the table.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is go back, and you know there's always like the play of the game and all that kind of stuff. There's a play that didn't happen, and it's that Granlund post
Yep.
with like
Yep, for sure.
20 seconds to go, and was it the second?
Gives
All
the
of a
Sharks
sudden,
the lead,
It gives
yeah.
them the lead. It's a different game.
Yep.
It's just a different game, and you know, for me, that's a play that stands out that, you know, I just realized when we saw the replay in front of us, they're like, oh my God, that's right. If he scores there, it's a different game.
Yeah, and when the Avs hit 4 posts, you're also like,
No, I know, yeah.
you know,
They
you're-
earned some the other way
Yeah,
a little
you're
bit
like,
there. Yeah.
"Yes, this feels
Fair enough.
feels
yeah.
like justice
it's
at the end of the
fair,
day."
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, that's just how the hockey game goes. And obviously, we don't know what the world looks like if
No.
that goal goes in. But given the way the Avs played as far as the underlyings are concerned, I don't know how you sit here and be upset with this hockey game.
Yeah,
can't.
Sam.
The only thing you're asking for is shoot it into the net.
Yeah, don't hit posts, I guess.
Yeah.
It was like Nathan MacKinnon was torching Capo Kakinen on the glove side.
Repeatedly.
And Migo.
And Kakinen's like twice he gets beat, it hits the post.
Yep.
And he has the exact body language of a dude that's just given up a goal.
Yep.
Because he's like, oh, that's
I
in the net.
lost,
And
yeah.
then he realizes
It
puck
sprung
is still
out,
in play, and he lives to fight for another shot that's going to get by him. So, and that's a lot how the first meeting between these two teams went.
Yep. Well, not just Kakinen. That dude was carving their defense up left and right as
yeah.
well. Like just
Absolutely.
going through. Dude, best moment of the game: Nathan MacKinnon O-facing Ty Emberson.
It was more like a whoa face because he couldn't believe
It-
he had just
it-
bullied that
It
kid
wasn't
that
an O.
badly.
It was an ooh.
Jesus. Scared the jeepers out of me.
Honestly, there were certainly times during the game where it was frustrating in the moment, but a pretty fun game for Colorado's side of things, right? You're looking at them, you're watching them play a lot of good hockey throughout this game.
And they stuck to it. I know we said it earlier, but they did stick to it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
right.
they didn't change anything. They kept pressing the game. They got that power play goal they needed. And, you know, they got that one big play that ended up being Jack Johnson making it. You know what I mean? Like,
It's a great play by him.
Awesome play. So
Jack Johnson with the looks everybody off, Val Nichuskin. Full cells.
Yeah, you got to love that their defense was like, get in front of him. Sell out to block
He's
Jack
gonna
Johnson's
block it.
shot. He's walking in.
It's all right. They thought Val was Miko because they watched Miko shank that one the other night from that exact same spot. So, which the other thing I wanted to mention about this game is this is now 2 in a row where the Avs win a low-scoring game, they stick with it through the third period and get rewarded. Obviously, you would love the Avs to score more goals, but stylistically,
Way more of a skill play.
oh yeah, totally.
In this one
Than
than the-
some straight BS. Yeah.
Hey, got pretty lucky last time. So it feels better, but also you can look at it and be like, they earned that. They dominated.
Go ahead if you have something
no,
to
I
say.
said, yeah, domination.
Stylistically, you're talking about the Avs in tie games, winning 1-goal games. Is this a confidence builder for a team that, as we've talked about so much, January is not going to have a lot of freebies for you?
Starts right away with the resilient and miserable to play against Islanders team.
A team that you might be winning 2-1 against if you pull it off.
Yeah,
So,
I think they won 7-4 earlier, so
Wow.
probably not going to put that many past Ilya Sorokin again.
yeah, that would be tough.
So,
but-
you know,
It just feels... I don't want to say it's more sustainable because you just never know. This team could easily have another downswing.
yeah.
But you're starting to feel like this is a team that is once again building confidence in the games that are close, not the ones that they run away with and win easily.
Yeah.
So,
What's the timeline again on Lucky?
timeline, there is no official one. It
He's
could
been skating for
like
a
the
while,
actual
man.
timeline is probably like February, but yeah, he's skating full contact. Like he could be back tomorrow for all I know.
I know.
Anyway, not
It
the
feels
point.
like sooner than later, but you never know.
Yeah.
All right, chat got us to 100 likes, so thank you very much, chat. We appreciate you. We've got a New Year's Eve shot for us for Dr. Dubs, a little vitamin W. You know how it is. Cheers. Hope y'all had a great 2023. If not, I hope 2024 is better.
Oh, Lordy.
Blow that horn.
As always, our winner shots are brought to you by Breckenridge Distillery. Go to BreckenridgeDistillery.com to get their award-winning alcohols today. I always preface this with you win as a team, you lose as a team. The whole team gets credit,
Except goalies.
except goalies.
Yeah, they have an individual record. It's such bullshit.
Nope, I'm not doing this conversation.
It is nonsense, Rudo.
Nope, we're not doing this.
You either win as a team or you lose as a team. You don't get it both ways.
You're right. This should just be goals against and
Exactly.
I'm
Just
here
like
for
players.
No record, no
I just thought
goaltender
about that.
records,
You're right, yeah.
no pitcher records, no quarterback records.
Here's your smoke.
Yeah, it is pretty hazy there.
Those two can come on down here. I want that smoke.
Looking at Colorado, give me the most impactful player at forward, at defense, and then obviously it's Georgiev at goaltender.
Is it?
Yeah, no, it's Prosvetov on the bench.
He's so good, though.
From the bench,
He was
he's sick.
puppeteering Georgiev the whole game.
That's how good he was.
He was Mamma Mia good.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Yeah, he looks like Salt Bay. Sucks that guy's such an asshole.
I don't think even Prosvetov can afford Salt Bay's restaurant, unfortunately.
Yeah, no kidding.
A little expensive.
Yeah. But position by position, who did you think was the Avs' best player tonight?
Best player win
Position by position.
So go forward.
tonight?
Tonight.
I don't know.
I'll go Val.
I think Val's a fair answer. I thought he was great tonight. Obviously scores
Hunting
the game-winning
pucks,
goal.
yeah.
Val sounds good.
I think you could make a real argument for MacKinnon despite him not finishing any of those plays.
That guy sucks.
It's fun to watch. It's fun to watch when the Avs' best players are playing that well, even if they're not scoring the goal, even if a bounce isn't going their way.
Yeah, MacKinnon was awesome tonight. I'll go with MacKinnon.
All right,
Perfect.
fair enough.
D?
Defense,
Sammy.
There you go.
full Sam.
Not
All right.
even, not even just like
It definitely
a
wasn't
feel
Kale.
good.
It definitely wasn't Kale.
This isn't even like the sentimental one, as I barely get through that sentence. Good Lord. It's Gerard. He was awesome tonight.
Yeah.
That's exactly the best version of Sam Gerard that you're like, oh, if you get that guy, what do you even need Bo Byram for? Get out of my face, Bo Byram.
And he had the breathe right on tonight, too. I like that.
Yeah, got to open up those nostrils.
Well, he did breathe right.
He was breathing right.
Sure, I'll go with this. You're not making jokes about horns, so it's an improvement. On that note, make sure you're keeping your hands right, whether it's out in the cold or on
Jesus.
the job site. Hestra Job gloves have you covered. You can go to hestrajob.us today to get your gloves. And the best part is they have a fantastic deal going on right now. When you use code DNVRJOB, you can get 30% off your Hestra Job gloves. Go get them wherever you can find them. It's a great option. They've been in business for over 85 years. Their gloves are fantastic fits, and they give you great dexterity. Super easy to use, especially this time of year when you're out working in the cold, doing whatever it is you might be doing. Their materials are great, and they're a local company. They've been here in Colorado. Their headquarters are located in Arvada. So head over to hestrajob.us today. Use that DNVR code. Make sure you get yourself your 30% off. They're amazing gloves. And if you are looking for a bulk order of work gloves for your work team, you can email Josh at Hestra USA today. So go jump on that.
Yes.
Get in on it. What?
Gloves specifically designed for when you're handling your horn.
Yeah, they're horn handling gloves, confirmed.
Horn handlers. Yes.
Oh, God.
Then, go find yourself some Breck Brew to enjoy tonight. Maybe to get on our level that we're on right now, you might need some Breck Brew. So go find it. It can be at your local liquor store anywhere in the 50 United States. Or if you're local, we have 8 different kinds here on tap at the DNVR bar. Go find it wherever you can. They've got a flavor for everyone, literally dozens of flavors from Breck Brew. If you're looking for something specific, I'm sure they have it. Yeah, breckbrew.com to find all of their stuff. It's amazing. That's...
It made
It
noise.
did make noise.
Holy shit.
It worked.
All night this thing has been dead silent.
You just weren't blowing hard enough.
This is why you live and learn, buddy.
There's always next time.
You got to master the technique.
Third period of the DNVR Avalanche podcast. Anything else you guys want to say about this game before we get to our other topic?
I'm glad it's over. They got 2 points. And since all the rest of the games are done, they will enter 2024 tied for first in the Western Conference.
Not bad.
Tied with Vegas and
Winnipeg.
Vancouver.
Oh, you mean the Western Conference?
yeah.
Because they jumped Winnipeg by 1 point.
Yeah, they did.
Yep. I can
The other
count.
teams have games in hand advantages except Vegas. Vegas and the Avs are deadlocked. But the Avs would have their advantage just because their logo is way cooler.
Facts.
So, take that, Vegas. So, for all the anger about the team, tied for first in the conference
Pretty good.
going into 2024, you've gotten through your hell month, just in terms of the Avs are always shitty in December. In December. Your schedule gets way hard in January.
Like your horn?
Yeah, so the Avs need to put their Hestra gloves on because it's time to go to work in the month of January.
There it is.
Boom!
Expectations. Expectations are high. We love it. That's why they're championship caliber team. So that's what we
Getting
expect.
Gerard back helps. If they can get MacKinnon back before that long-ass road trip here in 2 weeks,
Stabilizes everything, right? You know?
you give yourself a chance. Hey, Ross Colton. It'd be great if Ross Colton
Could come back. Yeah.
Come back, Ross the boss.
Did they say anything about? They just said it's just.
He did not take warm-ups. He was
Obviously, it's
technically a
that shot,
game-time
but I'm just
decision.
saying,
Yeah.
So it's not. He's not out for.
No, it shouldn't be
Months.
too long.
Yeah.
I mean, he could be.
I mean, you never know. Yeah.
He could wake up tomorrow with no leg. So who knows?
That'd be a wild way to wake up.
I mean, Forsberg woke up one day without a spleen. You know, like
yeah.
weird shit happens,
Yeah,
man.
you had to go to the hospital to get it removed, though. Anyway, we do have a Bet365 top 5 for you today. Obviously, it's the end of the year, so we thought, why not give the top 5 memorable moments of the 2023 year for the Colorado Avalanche,
So much harder to do this less than in 2022.
where there were a billion. Yeah,
It would have all come in like a
1 month stretch.
yeah.
2 month
Well, and then
stretch.
one of them would have been like the banner raising.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, well then that one would have been way out there, but
Yep.
otherwise,
AJ, you're the one who put these in an official ranking order,
shit.
so I don't.
Did I?
I don't know the ranks at all. Yeah.
all right. Yeah, Tiff, hit us with 5 because I have no idea. Oh yeah, the night that made me cry on camera. That
Yep.
sucks. EJ's return. Like I said, it was harder in 2023 than 2022. This was one that it helps that they won the game.
Yep.
But getting to say thank you to a guy that gave so much to a franchise.
Yep.
That was a face of a franchise, chose to stay when others were choosing to leave for greener pastures elsewhere. That turned out to be brown, I guess. And then yellow, and now they're green. I'm talking about Matt Duchene. So
Literally yellow and green. Yeah.
yeah, honk honk. So why is this in my hand?
Great question.
So EJ's return was just kind of an emotional night for everybody, and I think it was one that it gave everybody an opportunity to give a very directed thank you, a very heartfelt. We appreciate Eric Johnson. His jersey won't get retired in Colorado Avalanche history. It won't be in the rafters, but we know that it won't. Sorry, but it's like the love for him was on display that night, and how thankful everybody was. As much as everybody's always like, "Oh, not some Kadri," and then, that's more about a hockey thing.
Yeah.
Certainly a personal love thing, but Eric Johnson was he went through so much while he was here, and he grew so much as a person while he was here, and that night meant so much to, I think, a lot of Avalanche fans.
But he represented this, the team on the ice, but the team off the ice, right?
Yeah.
He was so good about. He took on that big role there, and I think that it was just a fresh breath of air for him when he got here, and I think he just took full advantage of it and became Denver's most tenured athlete, right? For
For a minute there. Yep.
for a minute, there was the longest guy here. So, kudos to him. Good choice there.
Number 4.
Yeah, what is 4?
4 goals for number 4. Makes sense.
Yeah, so the 4-goal game ruled.
The only one in Avs history.
Only one in Avalanche
I was
history.
shocked by that. I
Yeah,
didn't
me
know
too.
that. Yeah.
I really wasn't, and then I went back and I was like, how many hat tricks did Sakic and Forsberg have?
Quite a few.
It's a bunch.
Yeah.
I got
You know how many
one.
Mario Lemieux had? I was just
I
curious.
have no idea.
43.
That's too many.
43 hat tricks. I'm like, there are guys who haven't even scored 43 goals in their careers. Girl, please. Ridiculous. So, yeah, I don't know what else to really say about the 4-goal game other than that was an awesome night in Avalanche history and good comeback, good win. But it will be remembered entirely for 4 goals.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. How it works.
Good pick on number 4. Good job.
Number 3, the Devon Taves extension.
Yeah, there are going to be a couple of haters on this one. And to those haters, I say, shut your face. Go away.
Can't hate on the top human.
Yeah, exactly. He's top human. And he got a top contract.
Top player.
He left money on the table to
For
stay.
sure. Yeah.
He would have gotten probably close to $9 million on an open market.
Yep.
And he stayed in Colorado as part of one of the league's top D pairings next to Cale Makar, and in a place that his play style has absolutely flourished. He's seen the best of his career here. He won a cup here. He was a huge part of that cup win, and he's going to be a huge part of the next one. So, and he ensured that by deciding that he wanted to leave a little bit of money out there and stay. And it's a big moment for the Avs. They've now locked down most of their core guys, and the next 2 on deck are Rantanen and Makar, and at least certainly for Makar, He's not going anywhere. They're going to do whatever they can to keep that guy.
The dump truck will get back though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They're going to give him. They're going to give him the big dumpy. It's coming his way. It's coming Miko's way too. It just might be a slightly smaller dumpy. So, you know, it's
big dumper and bigger dumper right there.
Gives him stability. You know.
yeah,
So.
and cost certainty over like, hey, it's expensive. It still is when you're a team that's up against the cap all the time. It's expensive, but you know, all right, we've got a top pairing for however long it is. And one of them is locked in at $7 million. It's fine. And for a guy that does not make his NHL debut till halfway through his 20s, he's going to finish his career with having made $50 million.
Yep. Doing all right for himself.
Good.
Yeah. Hard to feel bad for that.
Absolutely.
And then people will say, like, oh, he plays with Kill McCarr. Well, no shit, you know.
Oh,
But
no.
I always remember on the flip side of things, if you ever ask Kill McCarr about Devontae's, his face lights up, and you got to be able to play with elite players. It's not everyone that can do that. And then Tays complements him real well, and it's a perfect pair. It's magical.
Yep. Best pair in the world. Number 2.
For the record, the reason that some people hated on that thing,
The
was-
length and age deal.
well, it was
yeah.
just about like, oh, they could have traded Taves for a 2C. And it's like, what's more valuable?
The
A top
top
pairing
pairing D.
defenseman or a second line center?
always top pairing D.
And I understand you need that
Always.
center depth. You need it. You have to have it.
But you need the back end first.
Yeah. Where would they be if Bowen Byram, given how he's played this year, is on your top pairing? Or Sam Girard?
Don't love it.
Is that what you want?
Yeah. That's too much to ask. You got Devontae's for that job.
Yep. So, anyway.
Anyway, number 2.
Oh, yeah, the Mikko and Mac milestones.
Yep.
So, 50-goal season. It's the first time it's happened since, what's-his-face did it. He's in the
Hayduk?
rafters.
Goop.
Or Sakic.
Sakic.
Did Sakic get one? No, Hayduk got the last one,
Yeah,
right?
it was Duke.
Yeah.
So, since Hayduk had it, and then he ended up setting the Avalanche record with 55.
Yep.
That was pretty sick.
Yep.
MacKinnon finally hit 100 points.
Yep.
And then Mikko was like, nah, not special. So he
This
hits
is
100
my-
points too. Those were both awesome because we've talked about MacKinnon hitting the 100-point
years,
milestone.
yeah.
He had a 99-point season, a 97-point season, and it was like, is this ever going to happen? Well, it did. Also, he's over halfway to doing it again.
Yeah, well on his way to doing it again if he stays healthy.
So
Probably
right now, I guess I would have to do the math, which I'm not going to do live on air, especially in this state. But he's at least on pace for 110 right now.
Yeah.
Well,
And if I'm wrong about that, no, I'm not.
He just put up 133 in one calendar year. So,
Yeah, so now he's just trying to do 133 in an NHL year.
yeah, exactly.
Tell
But-
Connor McDavid to suck it.
And then Mikko was on the list too. It was
Yeah.
5, right?
Yeah.
5th in the league. So
Yeah.
you got 1 and 5 in the league in the last calendar. You're pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah, McKinnon giving the rest of the league his horn.
Got him. And then number 1.
The game 82 division win. So Nathan MacKinnon has a hat trick. In the
Yep.
third period of the game in Nashville, you win a late dramatic game. 128. Holy lordy, McKinnon's a monster. That's quite a pace. I was being conservative with 110. Goodness. Anyway, the game 82 division win. It's not quite as fun as the game 82 win over St. Louis a few years ago that everybody that was around for it will remember very fondly. But you won a division on the last day of the season.
Yep.
It was cool.
It's a fun time.
It was cool. It was a lot of fun, and division titles, like, it's funny that in some of these sports you win a division, and it's like, woo, woo.
Neat.
But really, it's a hard thing to do.
Yep.
4 out of 32 NHL teams will win a division this year. It's a special thing. It's an accomplishment. You will never convince me that it is not an accomplishment, and it's a thing that should be celebrated, and to do it in game 82 in dramatic fashion in a year where you have lost 300 plus man games to injury, almost all of them to key players.
Pretty cool.
It's a great accomplishment, and I guess my only real thing about it was fuck yeah, that ruled.
I mean, think back to what makes the Avs Golden Era 1.0 special. Obviously the 2 Stanley Cups, but
Yeah.
that was also a team that set the record for most division
Yeah.
championships in a row.
If you're ever curious why one of the division champ banners is a different color, that's the one that set the NHL record.
Yep.
Neato!
That was on the last game of the season too.
So there you go. The Avs,
Neato.
little deja vu going on.
Also, they've won this. They've won 3 or 4 in a row.
yep, I think it's 3 in a row.
The
Maybe 4.
The whole COVID thing kind of
Yeah,
screwed it all
made
up.
it weird. Yeah.
Where they would have definitely stolen that division title from St. Louis, but because St. Louis,
Yeah.
the world shut down, had more
Just had the
games
lead
played.
at that moment.
They had a
yeah.
2-point lead, and so they gave the Avs the middle finger, and then the Avs smoked them in the whatever that thing was called, the bubble.
The Buble.
Buble, Michael
Yeah.
Buble.
That guy's talented as hell.
Canadian, figure it out.
Is he the guy that
Gross.
sings Bubbly Toes?
Gross.
Or is that Jack
No,
Johnson?
I have no
the
idea.
singer?
Gross.
Anyway,
Nasty. That sounds disgusting.
Bubbly toes.
we do have some super chats to get to here. $5 from Paul, who says, Happy New Year, Avs fam. Indeed, Happy New Year to everybody hanging out with us, enjoying their New Year's right now.
Oh, no. I want the other one.
Now that we know that one makes noise.
I just have to do it right.
Woo!
It's kind of sad,
It was
but
a bit tragic.
So am I.
$5 from Justin, who says, Happy New Year, DNVR. Am I crazy for thinking Gerard was the best blue liner tonight? He was buzzing. I think we covered that one. Yeah, he was good. Loved it from Gerard.
They're playing We the Kings downstairs.
Yeah. You checked yes on Juliet.
This is giving me life.
$5 from Swag Tusk, who says, Happy New Year's, fellas. Thanks for all the content year round. Sammy looks great tonight. Thank God he's back.
More than anything, what an awesome name Swag Tusk is.
Yeah, forget
Swag.
this is now a Swag Tusk. It's not a horn
That-
anymore.
you're right.
Yeah.
It's actually my super chat. I am Swag Tusk. And I have been all night since I anointed myself with the swag horn.
$10 from Drew, who says, Happy New Year from Pennsylvania. Go, Avs, go. Thank you very much, Drew. 2024 from Michael,
shit.
who says, Here's to another year of Avs dominance. My resolutions are to cheer hard enough that Mac wins the Hart, Kale wins the Norris, Bednar wins the Jack Adams, and of course, the Avs win the Cup. Cheers to the entire DNVR team.
Very
Thank you
possible.
very much. That is extremely generous. And then $10 from Melanie, who says, Happy New Year. Thanks for all the content and analysis. Looking forward to the new year. Go Avs. I truly appreciate you all. Win or lose, you all are always here. That's all you can say. We're always here.
There's a bunch of other people making Avalanche content, but we're always the ones who are here.
Yep.
Just showing up is such a weird amount of our job.
No kidding, man. Just roll in.
Horn.
Are you trying to fight?
The one last thing I would add is, as everyone is giving their Happy New Year wishes, we always want to thank you guys for obviously hanging out with us all the time, being here. The year that we've had, we wouldn't be able to do this job without all of y'all here supporting our content. So we do appreciate everyone who watches, whether it's every show or every once in a while, or you listen in or whatever it is.
Oh, I had an honorable mention for our top 5 moments of 2023.
Sure.
That I forgot about because I've been drinking salted caramel White
Whatever they
Russians
are,
all night.
yeah.
Delicious. But an honorable mention moment for us is hiring Eric.
Oh, yeah,
who has
for
been
sure.
who has been such an amazing addition to the team this year. Has fit in wonderfully, and it's been incredible to spend the time with him this year and get to hang out. We used to always chat in the press box. It's way more fun to do it here in a relative zone of comfort, and has helped us make some of the best content that we've ever made. So,
Yep.
Well, it's reciprocal. So that's my SAT word, because I love being here, and I enjoy you guys. Tiff, Megan, that's not
Tiff's
with us
okay.
tonight. But it's been awesome. Tiff's the greatest. Tiff's behind the scenes. She's awesome. But it's been great. It's been awesome. It's obviously it's been welcomed with open arms by you guys. It's been fun, and every day's fun. So every day's an adventure. Like tonight, it was a horn adventure, and it was a great night. So
our first trip to Vegas was pretty fun, but our next one for the draft is also going
let's
to be pretty
go.
fun. Even if the Avs don't have any picks, we're just going to be hanging out. Dancing Queen, really? ABBA. We've got ABBA following We the Kings. This could be weird downstairs. I got to get down there. We're gonna have some impromptu karaoke.
Oh God.
Noah.
Just kidding. I'm not doing that in public.
You just need a couple more. You'll be good.
I don't actually do that in private.
Yeah,
I'm
whatever. Anyway, shout out to Eric. One less bum on the podcast. Got to balance the quotient with my bumness. We are going to wrap
Does
the
that
show
make us
up,
the
though.
bummers?
Are we the bummers? Nah, you're not a bummer. I'm the bum here.
Be a pretty sick punk band name.
No,
the
we should
Bummers?
be a boy band.
Ooh,
A boy band or a punk band? Which one? We got to decide.
Boy band.
we could like release a punk album down the line. I
Yeah.
can say words.
Where's Megan gonna fit in? She's gonna be the lead singer.
Oh,
right?
for sure, absolutely.
Every good punk band has like,
Female vocals.
yeah, like that badass woman that like leads them.
Yeah.
And then the rest of us just like bang on instruments and show up. That sounds awesome. She could be our Patti Smith. This has already worked. This is perfect. I love this.
Megan and the Bummers.
Megan in the oh my god. That's our next shirt. It's just us. Oh my god.
We are.
I don't know if she's gonna like this.
No,
when she hears
definitely
about
not. Definitely not. We are going to get out of here, though. We appreciate all of y'all hanging out with us all year long. We will be back next year, but not tomorrow. We're taking New Year's Day off.
nothing.
We will see you January 2nd.
blow it
Same
right.
place as this one. Like and subscribe here on YouTube. We got a ton of post-game content coming your way, too. So check that stuff out. We will see you in 2024.
We all silly like the mayor.